Hi, for those that don't know me, my name is Karen and I'm a life coach. This weekend I thought I'd take the opportunity, because we have the full moon coming, to talk about fear. This full moon is very powerful and intense, to say the least. And full moons are always about emotions, but this one specifically has the potential to trigger deep-seated fears and bring overwhelming nervous energy to the surface. Now, this might sound scary, and to an extent it might be, but in it is this great opportunity to grow and expand, and to stop living in that shadow of that fear. Because fear, in all essence, it just sucks the vital life force. I'm so done with all the fear, the excuses, the denials, the avoidance, the distraction, the attachment, the procrastination, and in my case especially the overreaction that comes with it. And that is the opportunity that is presented to us with this full moon. Getting over it. Really moving beyond it. Okay, so I have decided today that I'm going to share with you my greatest fear and face my greatest fear and move through my greatest fear by simply acknowledging it. What is my fear? Fear of public speaking, fear of being seen, and all that goes with it. It's a common one, but it still feels very, very strong to me. And I choose to break through this illusion, because it is an illusion. That's exactly what it is, and it's holding me back. And I'm saying no more. Okay? I am letting you be witness to my vulnerability. I'm allowing myself to be transparent. And no matter what the outcome is, I already have a sense of achievement, a sense of peace and inner happiness. Because I moved forward, I simply accepted things. We're a work in progress. We're never going to stop learning. And that's the beauty of life if we allow it to be. So I'm choosing to step up, and in this full moon I am asking you to join me to face your fears and move beyond them. Because you'll be rewarded greatly for it, believe me. And the most important aspect of when we decide to go this path is that we can heal the most important relationship there is, and it's the one with ourselves. And when we go through fear, love is on the other side. Love and compassion for ourselves. And when we've moved through it, we usually shine. And this shining allows others, kind of gives that silent message to others to also take the courage, have the hope, and to believe in radiating their own uniqueness, whatever that may be. And that's what I'd like to bring out as a message in this video. There's a beautiful saying: fear is like a sword, and thus a tool. Used outwardly, it can slay the threat of 1,000 dragons. But used inwardly, it can kill but one. That is so true. The question is, how many of you, like me, have been using it to slay yourself, myself? No more. So, I want to talk a little bit about what fear is. So, false events appearing real. Mainly rooted in our past. And it's rooted in so many false beliefs and traumatic childhood encounters. And it's magnified by our imagination to something like a crippling worst case scenario, forgetting that in essence we're grown up now and we've got so many resources to deal with things, and we can take a different perspective. Now, many of us suffer a fear of being judged, being criticized and rejected. But ultimately, when we succumb to that fear, we reject ourselves. We criticize ourselves. Yeah. And that is worst case scenario come true. Only it's not the others doing it, it's ourselves doing it to ourselves. That's not the point of it, is it? And when we reject ourselves, we also reject our heart's desires. Yeah, our authenticity, our freedom, our power, our potential success. And that's a shame. Some of us have a fear of ridicule, looking like a fool, making a mistake, and ultimately not being good enough and being a failure, making mistakes. So we end up procrastinating, not even starting. And again, that's a shame. Some of us, or most of us, also have a fear of disappointing other people that are close to us and that we love. Not being liked, and ultimately the fear of abundance and being isolated. But again, by trying to please other people, we disappoint ourselves, our own needs, our own desires, our own potential. Other people's actions and reactions are always about them, not about us. And this is an invitation to stop taking things personally. We are our own biggest critics. And our heart's approval is the only one that should really count. So, how do we go about facing our fears? So, as Eckhart Tolle beautifully said, now is the only moment we really have, okay? It's the only moment where we can change something. And it's the only moment where we can truly release the past and become more resourceful in the current moment. So each time when we feel fear or another emotion, it's best to just simply stay present with that fear and with the uncertainty that it brings. Yeah? Because every time we are present, we are letting go attached behaviors, reactions, and the storyline and the past. It just all drops off by simply being present to the emotion. So, if in this full moon something does decide to come up for you, here are what I will be doing. Number 1, notice it and surrender to the moment. Number 2, try to be alone. This will reduce conflict and the urge to react. Number 3, give yourself permission to feel uncomfortable. It's actually the zone for growth. Number 4, feel and connect within. Just feel and connect within. Be compassionate with yourself. Be authentic and stay present with the sensations that fear is. Be curious about the sensations that brings with it. And here's the nearly most important one. Breathe. Breathe deeply. Breathe consciously. Because you're going to live through it. You're going to survive through it by breathing. Acknowledge and name the feeling, the emotions that come with it. Yeah? Honor your truth. Be honest with yourself. Again, have compassion with yourself. Observe any thoughts or internal conflicts that come up with it. Just acknowledge them, let them go. And become aware of the illusion that is behind them. And then, ultimately, whenever you choose the right point, focus on a positive, peaceful memory that you have, just to restore a calm state. Even if it takes a couple of attempts, that's fine. Just simply be present with the fear and you will let go, layer by layer. And repeat, and repeat, and repeat. I think that's it for today. I hope you got something out of it. I definitely did, because I did something and I feel good about it already. And thanks for being my witness. And I do challenge you, if you choose to accept the challenge, to share with your people, name your own fears, and if you want to even have a little video where you express and speak your truth about your fears. Thank you for listening. Bye.